Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Bruddas podcast.
Episode 2.
All right, well, it's good to be back, folks. On the old schedule, we have Drake, but that's around,
Drake.
the midway point of the episode. Yeah, we have Drake.
Oh, why didn't you tell me about this?
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, well, it's a surprise, all right.
So surprise.
Is he at your place or?
No, he's just gonna call in. I didn't see. Look, the thing about Drake, don't ever let this get out. But the thing about Drake, is he's like a little. He just doesn't have like this awareness when it comes to personal space. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have him over, and then he'll just like be all up in my space, like in my area. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm trying to play my fucking Fortnite. Can you get out, please, Drake? Like, go make some music or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
Yeah, he's a little. He doesn't get personal space, really. It comes from a place.
His
of
family
love.
situation is a whole thing. Like,
Let's not get into that.
let's not get into that. But anyways, so his mom's a bit of a
Yeah. Dude, right? Ooh, listen, I was gonna say nothing about his mom, but his dad is a really. But anyway,
crazy stuff been happening. 6ix9ine got his ass beat.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I seen the
Did I
video
show you the
on
clip?
Twitter. I know you told me about it. You were
yeah.
like, "Yo, look at this."
Yeah.
Look at this, and I went on Twitter. It was trending.
Oh, dude, he got his ass beat.
Yeah, no.
At the gym,
Yeah.
in the bathroom, like the
Oh,
worst,
man.
the worst place to get your ass beat when you're
Gym
just
bathroom.
like, yeah, you're like the most vulnerable when you're in the fucking bathroom.
Was he
know what I
working
mean?
out there, or like was he like just
Yeah.
showing up, or was he leaving?
Well, I don't think he would just show up to go to the bathroom at the gym.
Well, I mean, like
No,
I would think 6ix9ine has like his own personal gym or something, like, or if he were to like,
You would think.
it looked like he was at a Planet Fitness or something. Like, what's he doing? Like trying to
No,
save money
he
or
was.
something?
No, he was at an LA Fitness.
Oh, okay, that's all
Yeah,
right.
it was an L. Come on, no, 6ix9ine.
They got
Planet
swimming pools
Fitness.
over there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
they have swimming pools?
The one by my house does, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I go to Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
My gym sucks.
Yeah, no, I do too.
But I don't get my ass beat there, so I guess it's not that bad.
Speaking of gyms, nice little segue here. I went rock climbing with my girlfriend, and
I was wondering about that, but I didn't want to pry.
no, yeah, I went rock climbing,
Okay.
and apparently,
Okay.
just so the audience knows, rock climbing when there's no harness, it's just like a free climb. That's called
Oh shit.
that's called bouldering. So
okay.
this place had bouldering. Then they also had rock climbing where you can hook up to a harness, go like 40 feet in the air. It actually had 3 floors. On the second floor was like a ping pong table and a TV and a couch. And then the third floor they had their own little gym. Like you could squat, you get treadmills, things like that. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Because you get a day pass for like $20. But I was like, how much is this? Like, can you get a membership? And they were like, yeah. I was like, all right, how much is it? And he goes, $88 a month.
God damn.
So that's like a gym price, kind of out of budget, I think. They only had one treadmill. See, the only reason I would pay over like $50 is if there was a pool. You gotta have a pool. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have a pool.
Like at the ping pong table, that one had me on the fence. I was like, I might spend the 88 because you got a ping pong
All right.
table.
What if they had air hockey?
I think ping pong's more fun than air hockey. Do you disagree? You're so stunned by the truth. I get it.
I'm just kind of disappointed right now.
Like ping pong's more fun, man. Like air hockey's fun for a little bit, but then the puck starts flying off the table, and then the
Right.
air doesn't blow through the table properly.
You hit the fucking ping pong ball. If someone misses, they gotta go find it. It's a tiny little ball.
Yeah, but it's fun. But it's a tiny little puck. I can say the same thing.
It's round. It
Yeah,
goes
but
cling, cling, clang.
look,
You can't lose it. It's big and red.
More things could go wrong with air hockey. That's all I'm saying. You could play ping pong anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
That puck hits you wrong. Oh my god.
there's so much room for improvement as well. Like with ping pong, you go get the craziest serve, you do curves, you could like spike the ball down, you could hit it, you know what I mean? Like it gets crazy. But air hockey, just like smack it back and forth. That's it.
Okay.
The kids in the
you got-
arcade, they go ding
you
ding
got
ding
me
ding.
there. Look, I guess there's a reason in Drake and Josh in that one episode that they use ping pong instead of air hockey. All right, you got me there.
I got you. Yeah, see,
You got me there.
I'm sure the
maybe,
studies have been
maybe I
done.
just haven't had as many ping pong experiences. You know what I mean? Like
That's what it is. Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I need to maybe I need to pay that $80 to go play ping pong.
What you gotta do is take a plane ticket all the way out here,
Okay.
pay the $88 monthly fee, and then
Okay.
I'll play ping pong with
And
you.
then just fly out every other weekend, I guess. Or
Yeah,
something,
I mean,
to play
really,
ping pong.
I'm sure it could be like a tax write-off or something, right?
Yeah, just
Talk to your
no ping
IRS
pong
agent.
write-off.
Excuse me, this is a work expense, even a school expense. I was learning how to play ping pong.
I'm investing into higher ping pong education here,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna have to write this off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand, like, because you mentioned it too, paying like a shit ton of money for the gym. Like I pay like $20 at my gym, and it's a Planet Fitness.
Wait,
but I mean,
do you have the black card?
yeah, I have the black card.
That's why I paid $10.
So like, at your gym?
Yeah, I have a Planet Fitness as well.
Oh, so you go to Planet Fitness too?
I do.
Yeah, no, it's just like $20 for one person is like the most I'll probably pay. Because the gym back at home in my hometown, that one's $20 per person. But at Planet Fitness, I can have the $20 membership, and me and my brother can go. You know what I mean?
But you have to go
And
at the same
that's
time.
I mean, sometimes he'll just use my card. I don't know. You know?
So
Don't
they
say
don't know.
nothing.
They don't know.
Don't say nothing.
They-
Don't say nothing.
I actually had that.
Don't fucking say
I
it.
won't. Your secret's safe with me. Just don't don't let them find out
alright.
about this podcast. That's it. So I pay $10, but as you know, you're locked into one Planet Fitness. You can't go anywhere else.
Right.
But it's $10, and I wanted to bring my girlfriend with me, and I was like, sometimes we go at different times, so I just got her own membership, which totals to $20 a month. So it's like we're both paying 20, two people go, but I don't get access to that cool spa, and
Yeah, you don't get to use the back massage thingy.
yeah, or they have like tanning beds or something, which
Right.
I've never done. I don't.
Yeah, me neither. But I have the option.
Yeah,
to.
it's there. It's there.
Yeah, no, look, I would recommend in bending the rules, getting a black membership. And this, just what are they gonna do? Look at the picture and be like, "Hey, you're not a guy."
You could get away with it because you and your brother look identical.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that would fly with me and my girlfriend.
Look, get her to wear like a super baggy hoodie, and she just cover her face up.
Just
That's
wear
all
a
you gotta do.
mask,
Yeah,
put on shades,
exactly.
and just walk with your arms out to the side, like bulk up
Yeah,
a little
just-
bit.
Use one of those the Marvel undercover outfit. The hat, the shades. You're good.
Right. Yeah, it could be worth a shot.
I don't know if you've ever tried those massage chairs, like at
Uh,
all, or any other kind. They
yeah.
fucking suck.
Yeah, they're
that
bad.
shit hurts so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I hate even more? To use it, you have to like go up to the table and ask the lady like, "Hey, I want to use like the back chair massage thing," and she's like, "Oh, okay, here you go. Here's a quarter," and I'm like, "Okay." So I have to ask her for the quarter. Then I have to go enter the quarter, and then if I want to like use it again, I have to go ask for another quarter. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it feels so weird having to ask for a fucking quarter.
Wait,
At that point, I don't even want the perk. Yeah.
You got to pay for it.
Well, I ask her for the quarter. It comes included in my membership, but I have to ask for the quarter. You know what I
That's
mean?
so dumb.
Well, I mean, at least that's how it was like 3-4 years ago when I used it once. I haven't used it since. I don't know
Well,
if it's
like-
like a whole other system now, but I doubt it.
The Planet Fitness by me, it's like a whole separate section. Like you can't get in at all unless you have the black card. So it would make sense to me. Like the machines just run, like as long
Right.
as you hit a button. Like because you wouldn't be in there unless you had the card anyway. So I don't get this whole quarter business going on by you. That makes no sense.
No. See, your thing sounds like a lot nicer. Like it's in its own separate room.
Yeah, it is.
Mine's just like
It's just out there
going
next to the squat
around-
rack.
no. Mine's like pretty much you see the you enter Planet Fitness, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see like the table area where like the people work and stuff.
Right.
And then if you walk up to them and then just like take a left and wrap around like their table, that's where the massage chairs are.
Interesting.
And there's just 2 of them.
That is weird.
But there is this like other little area room. Like it's like open pretty much right next to that
Mhm.
with this other massage thing, except you like lay down and it massages like your entire body. And then there's like this little kind of pull out TV that you can watch. Like if I recall, I just had like fucking the open sea. You could just hear it.
Oh, come on.
It was the weirdest fucking thing ever. I'm like, you know what? I'm paying $20 a month. I'm gonna try this shit out. And then I didn't love it. It felt
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how many people lay down on this thing. How many people like, are sweaty as fuck when they lay down.
Oh yeah, post workout, they're all chilling in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it got better.
I doubt it. It looks the same. I go to the same gym still. So
there was this other gym I went to, and they had a hydro massage chair, which means water.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Oh, and it still sucked?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's been forever ago, but I feel like it sucked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember anything good about it that made me think, I want to use this again. You know what I mean?
Right. The first gym I went to, they had this, like, treadmill movie section, and you could actually, like, there was treadmills and bikes, and it was a dark room, and they had this huge monitor, and they would just play movies, and you would just walk in, and it was, like, sometimes it would be, like, a Wild West movie, and that was cool. I've never seen a gym do that before. It was kind of cool.
Wait, at Planet Fitness?
No, it was some weird spot. Like they closed down by now, but
Well, do you have like TVs and stuff at your Planet Fitness?
Yeah, but like half of them work and half of them don't, which is weird because the gym opened up like 2 months ago. So okay. I don't know how they fucking up that bad already.
Damn. No, in mine we have like a giant line of TVs in front of like every single fucking treadmill, but they're like hung up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like that. But
you'll just have different shit running. Like it'll be like a movie, a TV show. You'll look like on one screen it'll be like Supernatural or something.
Mm-hmm.
On the other screen it'll be Dexter. On the other screen it'll be like the news. On the other screen you'll just see like advertisements for like McDonald's and Burger King and shit.
Yeah, that's the same by me. I mean, I don't know, like if they're actually playing stuff, but it's always news or commercials. Like that's all I ever see. So
yeah, no. See, I think if you got the black membership card,
oh, that's what it is.
You would see the good stuff. I think that's what it is.
Like if I just look at the TV, it just scans me and it knows. Like, damn.
Pretty much.
Yo, change the channel for this guy. He's got the black card.
I got nothing else to add to that.
Have you ever showered at a Planet Fitness?
Oh, dude, just a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yo, the one time
yeah, because my shower was fucked up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, my shower fucked up. I like left at midnight. I was like, I have a class tomorrow. I'm fucking showering.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I knew I wasn't going to go to my class because I like stayed up fucking putting my PC together and shit.
New PC
check. Shadow play still fucking shit check.
Yeah, we don't like shadow play.
It's like every time there's something that is like the best thing to come out and fix like problems and issues, it fucking breaks down a couple years in. Like shadow play was a godsend for a while because people had to use like other recordings shit, but shadow play is like integrated into your graphics card. And then Discord came out, and Discord was the best thing ever. And then Discord is currently shit for us because every once in a while when we record, we hear a fucking popping noise, and it's Discord related.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these things they come along and they're like the best until they're not. Like, remember Skype? That was like the king. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, Skype's gonna be around forever, dude.
Uh-huh.
And now it's just it's a fossil basically. We don't even talk about it.
Pretty much.
And now
you don't talk about Skype.
Yeah, now we got Discord, which is the king, and then we got Shadowplay, which records our gameplay and whatnot, and that's the king. And now they're both messing up.
Honestly, really wanna uninstall. Not gonna lie. I remember like that weird transition period where like Discord was new and people were like, "What the fuck is Discord?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now it's everywhere.
Like I remember the one thing I do remember though, like early Discord for me was like, I remember Brandon being like, yeah, so Discord's actually really cool because like you can just like be in a voice channel in a server forever, and then I can just pop in and pop out and be like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like we don't have to call each other.
Yeah.
But now like it's so weird because now like
there's people
I feel like people. Yeah, there's people you don't want to run into anymore.
Just jump in, you know?
Yeah.
So now you make a new server.
Like people.
Yeah. And then you invite some people. Next thing you know, it gets out of hand, and then the cycle continues. Yeah. And then you just start making personal calls.
Yeah, pretty much. You just revert back to calling people.
Yeah. It's funny how that works out, huh?
Damn. So you want to start like calling on Skype instead?
Yeah, let's go back to Skype.
Fuck it. You know, Skype coming back.
Skype coming back.
Fuck Shadowplay, where we're gonna go back to Bandai Recorder or whatever that shit was called.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember like trying to record gameplay, as a youngin, old Xbox 360 days. It was so complicated. Like you would always go to
Yeah.
YouTube, be like, how do I record
Did you have a
gameplay?
capture card?
No, that's where I gave up every time. I'll look up a video and it'd be like, all right, so what you want to do is get this Elgato. It's $200. I'm like, nope, close out the video. And like now it's just, oh yeah, just hit Alt F10 with Shadowplay. That's it. And I'm like, oh,
And it doesn't want to fucking work.
it was great, and now it's not working, and it's so sad.
I actually I want to brag, but I had a capture card back in the day.
Oh yeah, which one did you have?
It was shit.
Where'd you get it?
Everyone had the like Amazon or something. Everyone had like the I feel like what was it?
Elgato or whatever.
The Hapag or the HD PVR.
Oh, now you're speaking a different language.
But
I don't know.
No. See, I guess you don't know about those back in the day.
I don't know about it.
But everyone had the HD PVR. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. But I didn't get that. I got the Roxio capture card, which wasn't super well known,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't great either. Like I remember recording my gameplay and thinking, why does it look so bad? Like the quality just wasn't good.
Uh-huh.
It had like so many extra weird colored cables, like blue and yellow and shit, and green. And I'm
Blue
like,
and yellow.
exactly. I'm like, my Xbox just has like red, yellow, and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just fucking weird. So then I upgraded, got the Elgato and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Things were good. I got the Elgato HD60, which was like, ooh, big upgrade. Now you can do like 60 FPS, and now it's just collecting dust.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, I was big into rhythm games, so I was something of a pioneer.
Okay.
Rock Band. I don't know if you heard of that. A little classic. I actually had a little digital camera, and
did you?
I would set it up on my bed, but the bed was a little wobbly and it was too low to the ground.
So you got some boxes.
So I got some boxes and I loaded it up and I put it on there, and I did like an over the shoulder view, and I captured me and
Nice,
my
cinematic.
TV, and I was playing the drums, and I thought I was pretty good, but I was actually just playing like on hard mode because expert was like a little too difficult. And then I uploaded it to YouTube, and I was like, Rock Band, this song on hard mode, full combo, you know what I mean? And then and then I would like look up my competitors, and they're all like on expert with like apparently you can hook up like actual electronic drum kits, and
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, and like play it on your Rock Band somehow, and they were doing full combos.
Yeah, they're doing too much,
and they had to double the bass. They were kicking with two pads, and I was like, well, I like mine anyway.
If it gets the job done, it works for me.
Oh man, it was so rough, like uploading it and on my computer and with an SD
How long
card.
did it take to upload?
Oh, dude, I have no idea. Those are the
I feel
old
like
days.
when you said like I put up my camera and everything, I started recording,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing my combos. I thought you were gonna say like, yeah. Then I realized it was just like on the start screen, and then like went to that demo, and I wasn't actually playing anything.
No.
Oh man, I feel like everyone has like a dirty little fucking secret of like uploading some cringy ass shit.
Everyone's got some
YouTube,
cringe,
right?
yeah.
Everyone's got something. I've got tons on there from other accounts, and I just hope no one ever resurfaces or nothing. You know what I mean? Because they're so fucking bad.
See, I was so
and I've
afraid.
lost the passwords, and I don't know how to take anything down.
Oh, now I gotta look for them. I'll find them.
Oh yeah, no, you'll never find them.
I'll find them.
I'm telling you right now, you'll never find them.
I had like, I made sure not to be cringe because I was at that age where like, I was watching YouTube and I saw my cringe compilations or whatever, and I was like, all right.
What age?
Oh man,
because you can't choose not to be
like,
cringe. When you're a kid, sometimes you just fucking cringe.
It's
you know what I mean?
It's a passive ability that every teenager gets. It was like, I made sure not to say anything. I was like, don't reveal your voice. Okay. Step 1. Step 2.
Wait. You're like clenching your leg. You're like, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Dude, I was
nowadays like in early years or like modern times, it'd be like, a kid clenching his leg, gritting his teeth. All of a sudden, he blurts out, "LeBron James." You know what I mean? That's the equivalent.
Like just trying not to say something cringy.
But but pretty much.
And it
Except
just
it's like
blurts out.
3 years later after the joke is dead or the meme.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man. Yeah. No, I set my camera up. I was like, look, we're gonna be professional about this. You're just gonna walk in frame.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit down and you're gonna play this song on hard mode, and then you're gonna get up and you're gonna put the power off on the camera. That's it.
And you're gonna be rich. You're gonna upload it and you're gonna be rich.
That's
Get
it.
all the views.
Yeah.
Pretty
It
much,
wasn't even about money back then. It was just like, I want the fame. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy.
Right. I know there's a video up there somewhere in one of my other lost accounts where I have I had pretty much the same setup, like a camera. My mom's pink little fucking
Yours is
Nikon
pink?
camera.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
man.
pink. It was hers. Just like on a bunch of like DVDs and shit, except the framing was just the TV. I wasn't, I didn't
weren't
have a
in it.
little over the shoulder setup.
Well, the thing is, I was doing Rock Band, right? So it'd be cool to see what I was doing.
Right.
But what were you playing?
It's a little different. Black Ops 1.
Yeah, you just need the screen for that one. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's so fucking weird. I remember the gun I was using too. I was using the FAMAS.
Oh, man, that's like
That shit
burned
was
into your
like
memory,
shooting
huh?
needles. It really is. I wish it wasn't, but it really is. I don't even think I did good.
Yeah, it's tough though, like making content. Unless you put the effort into it, and like you just clip all the good parts together. Like I tried to do a Let's Play once, probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
Hell no,
Wait.
dude.
Wait, really?
What? Yeah, I was
A
like,
year ago?
I just sat there and I was like, you know what? I got GeForce. Let's do this.
Right.
And I play a lot of games. Like sometimes Epic Games has like all those free little games coming out every
Right.
few weeks. So it was this cool top down, and I was like, I'm gonna beat this a full playthrough because this game's kind of cool. And so I got there and I was like, hey guys, welcome to my Let's Play. I was like, so this game's kind of cool. You run around and you punch people, and here's the enemy right here. And then as soon as like the enemy came on, like I was just quiet because I was focusing on the game.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like 5 minutes went by, and I was like, man, I didn't say anything.
I haven't said nothing.
And then I just shut the whole project down. I was like, we're not doing this. It's not happening.
No, it's not gonna work, dude. That was like I don't know how much you knew or like were into like the whole Call of Duty commentary scenario.
Yeah, I know
like,
you were into it more than I was.
early on. Like there was like so much going on because you had people that commentated over live gameplay, like that they recorded already, and then you had people that commentated over like as they were playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a post.
Then you had other people that specialized like in fucking talking about like right here, the setup, the strategy, the gun,
Here's the
I have
build
this and so on,
yeah.
everything. You know what I mean?
So, do you try to pull one?
was, like, a
Which
whole
one did you
thing.
try to go down?
Man, I tried everything. Then I realized no one gives a shit about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you need something to like really stick out, and then you can do dumb, mundane shit, like react to dumb shit online and just stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also realized like people love to click on like the wildest fucking titles.
Yeah, and then you need the
and
thumbnail.
clickbait. You put some boobs on there, boom, instant.
That's it.
I've
50%
I've gotten
right-wing.
many, pretty much. Like I've gotten many thumbnails taken down over the.
That's what
You know,
you speak
I
from
wasn't-
experience.
Oh, right now. YouTube doesn't even let me monetize. They're like, nah, you got racy thumbnails. That's
Damn.
literally what they say. There, you got racy thumbnails. You got to take this shit down.
Damn.
But I don't even know which ones. They don't say. They're just like demonetize racy thumbnails unless you fix it. And I'm like, which one? Like, I have so many.
That's
Which
probably why
ones
they
do you
didn't
want me to
specify. They're
take
like,
down? I
they're like,
guess so.
you know what you're doing. Just
That's
clean
like
it
the
up.
entirety of my channel, like early on.
So wait, so if you put out a video, it's automatically demonetized?
Okay, so I guess you don't quite know how.
Is that what
things
you
work.
said?
So no. So my channel.
You said if you don't take these down, then we ain't
Yeah.
gonna monetize you.
Right. So that was about 4 years ago because at one point they started like making this change where like now you can't just be monetized. Now you have to like reach a certain watch time hour
Mhm.
to be monetized. And that was to like kind of weed out people that just like get monetized and like stay forever monetized because they got monetized once.
Mhm.
So it's a whole nother thing now because I don't reach that 4,000 hour watch time minimum because I don't upload much of anything. I mean, yes, I do. Go to my channel.
all the time. Subscribe.
All the time, subscribe. But on top of that, I have the added part where it's like, all right, you got racy thumbnails, you got to fix this.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm getting screwed both ways, basically.
Yeah. You know what's crazier than that?
No.
My segue into my job.
Damn, that's crazy. Drake just hit me up.
Yeah, tell Drake to wait a second. All right?
Drake,
This is
yeah.
more
I think
important.
I think I'm gonna just push him to the next episode. We got a little vibe going on. I don't want him to come in and ruin it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he chills there all the time. It's not a big deal. But we left the viewers off about my job.
Your job. Yeah.
We left off by saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about pay. I don't know if you remember that.
Right.
What's the last thing you remember we talked
I remember.
about?
I remember everything. I remember everything you said.
Okay, so what was it? So anyway, so
Okay, so I remember us saying, "Fuck Tony."
yeah. There was,
and that's about as much as I really kept.
Tony, I kept saying he was alright, he was cool, but we left off about the pay. I was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, if they don't pay me enough, I'm gonna quit. So they said they were gonna get back to me on Monday. So
Right.
At the ending of the podcast one, I was still working there, and I was waiting for Monday to come around. Well, Monday came around. And the boss came into the office and he was like, so what's going on? I'm like, yeah, so basically they offered me $22 an hour and you guys want to give me $16 an hour. So if we can't fix that, we might have a problem here. And he's like, well, I'm going to talk to my people and, we're going to get back to you tomorrow. And so I told him, before you leave, because he was ready to leave, I'm like, is $22 an hour even in the budget? Are you guys willing to go that high for me? And he was like, nah, we can't afford that. He was like, the best I was going to do is give you 18, maybe 19 an hour.
I thought he said 20.
Nope. He said
No?
$18 to $19 an hour. And he said, the only way I could get you that is if I vouch for you and make you the manager here. I was like, listen, man, I didn't sign up to be no manager. Like, I don't want to watch over Tony and all these other people.
Yeah, because as we said in the last episode, fuck Tony.
Fuck Tony. No.
It's okay. You don't work there anymore.
I think you mean.
Actually, what I mean is fuck.
Yeah, right. We don't know his real name. So he's like, yeah, I can make you manager. I told him, no, I don't want to be manager. And he's like, but if you do overtime, you'll be making more than like if you were doing 22 an hour. I was like, man, I don't want to do overtime anyway. Like, that's not a good sales pitch.
He's like, if you work more than 40 hours, then you'll actually be making some good money.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like, no, I don't want. I was like, look, I'm just gonna leave. All right. Well, I was professional. I was like, I'm a seek employment elsewhere.
I'm a sit on it. You'll hear back up from me and my people.
Oh no, I told him I'm out.
Decide to move forward. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm leaving. And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "Though that's unfortunate." He's like, "I really wanted to keep you around," and I'm like, "Nah." I was like, "But look, I don't want to leave you high and dry. How many employees you got?"
See, this is the part that like I feel like you telling me this, I'm like, you fucking idiot. Why would you even?
I didn't want to leave, with any bad. Like, I didn't want to, mess anybody up. Like the guys that I was working with, like. The owner and because I still go to that building like for fun sometimes,
just to hang around the garage and
oh, my buddy lives there. Oh, so I visit as a guest.
Gotcha.
So okay. He was like, no man, honestly, if you leave right now, I'll be. And I was like, oh, I was like, all right. So look, out of courtesy to you, how long you need me to stay? He's like, well, if you could stay till like Thursday, which was like 5 days. He's like, if you stay till then, I'll definitely have somebody here. He was like, that would really help me out, man. Like, I really appreciate it. I was like, all right, cool. So I stuck it out. The 5 days. And then I didn't really tell anybody until like the end of my shift. On
the last day.
The last day, yeah. Tony came up and he was going to cover my shifts because I was leaving. And he was like, we were just kind of talking. I felt something was like kind of off, and I knew I had to break the news to him,
Right.
So he's like, how you doing? I'm like, good. I was like, yeah, Anyway, I got to tell you something. And he's like, what? And I said, today's my last day, man. He's like, I already knew that. I was just waiting for you to tell me. I was like, shit, yo, how did word get around so fast?
For real.
So I told him I quit, and he tried to like tell me, "Oh, you should have took the manager position." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm leaving." And everyone was kind of trying to get me to stay, and I'm a free man now. Basically, I quit.
Okay.
It left on good terms with everybody. The guy even told me, he's like, if he asked me what I was doing for school, because I'm going to school. And he's like, how long is school? I was like, probably like 2 years. He's like, okay, when you get out, I got a spot for you if you want. I was like, dude, if I got a degree, you think I'm coming back here? But I was like, I'm good. And that was it. And I actually found out the last day I was working there that they actually had a microwave. I didn't know that.
I thought the lady took the microwave.
Yeah, so there was actually a microwave there the whole time. I didn't know. I was so excited. I was talking about it with my coworker. I was like, I didn't know we had a microwave, because she was new. She was starting. It was like her second day. And she was like, yeah, this microwave was here on my first day. And I'm like, dude, you know how I could have used this microwave the whole time. And then by the end of the day, some lady came in and she goes, I'm here to pick up the microwave. And I was like, okay, see, they would have took that away from us too. It's a good thing I'm leaving. Final straw. Yeah, when I got home, Tony called me. He goes, hey, man, I'm sorry. I know that you left, but where's the microwave? I'm like, oh, man, funny story. They took that.
You just can't take people's microwave away.
I know. What are you going to do, man? That's the story with the job. I know we left on a cliffhanger on episode 1. But
really did.
It's over now. I'm done. I'm out of that place.
In episode 3, he's gonna go back and burn the place down.
Whoa.
Well, that stuff is in the works.
We're still thinking about it.
We're gonna have a hired arsonist for that. I'm currently I have Drake as a temporary for that, but you can't trust Drake. Stuff like that.
Speaking of arson,
he gets spooked.
Speaking of arson, remember episode 1 we were talking about serial killers?
Yeah.
So I found one that was kind of made me laugh. He was okay. They brought him in because his truck accidentally fell on his son.
On his son?
Yeah, and his son just so happened to have a life insurance policy of $700.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they were like, "Let's talk about your history real quick. You had a house fire back in 1990, and your wife died." He's like, "Yep." And she had a life insurance policy, and he's like, yep. How much did you get paid? He's like, $400,000. He's like, oh, that's crazy. And also your barn burned down 2 years later. He's like, yep. And so his house burned down, the truck fell on his son, his barn burned down, and he had like a horse that was like a world record horse or something, but apparently the horse could not breed, so he couldn't make money off of it, so it burned down in a fire. And then, a few years before that, he had a brand new truck that he just bought. And guess what? It caught on fire. And it was just getting funnier and funnier. Like, the more it went on. They were like, don't you think this all just sounds a little suspicious? And he's like, what? No, definitely not. I mean, it's just, it's poor wiring. And, it's just... And then when his wife died in the fire, like, she couldn't escape the house because magically 2 days before he boarded up the only window that was her escape. And I'm like, dude, how did you get away with this for so long?
Yeah. I bet it's funny, like, justifying, like, no, like, my wife's, like, stupid. She's stupid. She just doesn't work well with doors. And the horse was also stupid. Like, what, you're not gonna, like, run out the giant barn door, like, jump over your like fence thingy.
You're a big horse.
My son, he was probably the stupidest. He he got under the truck when I asked him to for help.
You know what his excuse was for his son?
What?
Because apparently he went in, he helped his son put the jack up, and then he left and he went to a funeral somewhere 4 hours, and then he came back and he was like, "Oh my God, my son." It fell on him, right?
Wasn't there like camera footage in this garage too and everything?
No. But his excuse was...
That must have been like a reenactment I saw or something.
Because they were like, okay, so the body shows that your son died before you left for the funeral, right? So you must have seen him. And he was like, all right, fine. Nemo.
That's how his son sounded.
Yeah. He was like, "That's Nemo, by the way." What's up, buddy? He was like, "So you must have known that he died." And he was like, "All right, fine. I did see that my son died, but I was just so shocked, so I just left." And they were like, "Wait, so you knew he died, and then you left for 4 hours, and then you came back and you acted surprised?" He was like, yeah." They were like, "Why didn't you call 911? Like when you first saw him?" And they were like, well, it was just I was just so shocked, I didn't." And they were like, "Well, how did you act normally at the funeral?" He's like, I was just shocked,
Yeah.
Dude.
They're like, wait, so you saw your son die and then you went to the funeral still? Well, yeah, the other person died first. So
that was more important.
That took priority. And then now that my son has died second, now I can, focus on that.
Now
but the other guy died first.
Exactly.
I just didn't want to be rude, funeral etiquette and everything.
It was getting so out of hand. Like, he was a complete narcissist as well. Like, he kept talking about himself and how he was doing so bad. And so, like, his house burned down. They were like, "So what was the worst thing about your house burning down?" And he was like, "Oh, man, I had to wear, like, other people's clothes. Like, I had to move to another state." And they were like, "What about your wife that died?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, that too. That was sad, yeah."
Now I don't have someone to cook dinner. Like, bro, it sucks.
Yeah, like, the dude is just out of his mind.
Oh, man. I think sometimes, like, if there was, like, a house fire or, like, everything if I just lost everything, I don't know if I could be the person that's like, well, at least everyone's safe and at least I'm safe. I would be so fucking pissed off about my PC, dude.
Yeah.
Like, all my hard drives.
Right? Are you saying if you weren't home?
Well, if I wasn't home, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
If something was happening and I had some limited time, I would try to grab as much as I could.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
just because I have so much, like, projects and stuff over the years,
like,
and everything,
That's like the number one conversation starter is like, if your house was burning down, what would you say first?
Look, you got legs. You can save yourself. I'm saving my PC. In fact, it'd be kind of rude if you didn't help me save my PC. So that tells me a little bit about you.
So this was my theory. If the house burns down, grab the PC, right?
Right.
And you got to warn everybody anyway. So why not just warn them with a
on the
PC
way
in
out.
your hand? You know what I'm saying? Like, run
like,
past the room and be like, "Hey, there's a fire.
How's
Let's go."
They're going to believe you if you have your PC out. Like, if they know you.
They know it's serious.
They'd be like, "Yo, he's fucking serious."
Yeah, he's got the PC in his hand.
Then they'd feel like, kind of a sense of gratitude from you taking the time to warn them. Then they'd probably help you out with the monitors and the hard drives,
Yeah, I don't see why you can't grab something. Like, if you say anything other than "save my family," you're like a monster, right?
Apparently,
like, hey, we got stuff to save besides humans.
Yeah, I didn't take out a fucking $400,000 insurance on you guys. I'm fucked if I lose my PC.
Who's gonna pay for this PC? Not you.
I wish I would have thought about it.
It's too late. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I get it. If you got like kids or something.
I mean,
you got to pick them up and
right.
But we don't have kids, so
exactly. My PC's my kid.
Yeah. I guess Nemo,
not like in a weird way.
Nemo was just yelling at me.
Right.
I would say I would save him.
He wanted to know, like, hey, if there's a fire, that's what I picked up from his,
that was
like,
the translation.
Meowing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cat whisperer. I just don't like to brag about it.
Oh, that would be very useful. You should brag about that.
Well, it's a bit of an it's a bit of an on and off kind of thing. Like, yeah, I can't really control.
You can only understand,
but sometimes I pick it up. Yeah,
yeah.
But I don't know if you've like been listening to many other podcasts since we started this. Like, but I have. I was listening to this one podcast where like it's essentially like just this girl from TikTok that I follow, and like she's like, "Hey, I have a podcast," blah blah blah. So I go to check it out. I'm like, how good could it be?
See what this is about.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, I want to check out the competition. Yeah. Meanwhile, she doesn't know we exist. We're not competition. But
you gotta
watch out, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, we're coming.
The Bruddas podcast out here.
The Bruddas.
Yeah, but no, I listened to like 1 or 2 episodes, and it was so fucking funny to me. Like,
really? What's she talking about?
Well, no, they weren't funny.
Oh.
No, they
It was
weren't
funny,
funny.
in a cringe type of way. Or?
No, it was funny because I noticed like the differences between like these two girls that make a podcast and then us, because like they get on their podcast and they're like, yeah, guys, so we we really want to like kind of use our platform and everything to just kind of like help people and talk about mental health and just try to help people. We're gonna have a daily quote of the day for each episode.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad thing. It sounds like they're trying to do something good for the people.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're over here like pretending to be Morgan Freeman, talking about fucking Chuck Norris and your job and fuck Tony.
Listen, if my house burned down, all I'm saying is fuck damn kids. I'm saving my PC. You mean something like that?
Pretty much. That about sums up our podcast. But no, they're asking each other's questions and they're like coming up with this format. They have like things written down and they're like, okay, guys, so now we're going to do a Q&A. And by the way, this one girl looks at the camera. By the way, this is our real reaction, like genuine reaction. So like we, like Amy doesn't know like what I wrote down for questions. So Amy, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? And she's like, oh, wow. She's like, honestly, I really want to help people. Like, hopefully I'd be doing something like this and, just helping people. I think that's what makes me feel the best. And then they're like, it's just this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking, you ever like notice
it's a stark like, contrast to us.
Yeah. Like you hear people like joke and like make these comparisons of like boys, like, farts are funny. And then girls are like, I want to get married and have be a princess.
Successful life. Yeah.
Yeah, and a successful life. And I want to, just help people and
take care of my mental health.
And pretty much. And this is like, that was my phone falling.
Okay.
But it was so weird and like kind of funny just hearing the difference because, we're just over here
it's complete opposites.
Dumb shit talking about Surf's Up.
The critically acclaimed.
Like they're in one episode, they're like talking about breakups and they'll like do research before every episode depending on their topic. And I'm just thinking that's too much work. I just want to get on. I just want to say Tony. I just want to.
Man, fuck that
if I can get through an episode without thinking whatsoever, I'm good.
That's how we know it's.
If I can just jump from topic to topic, I'm good. That's all I want.
So speaking of mental health,
all right, we're gonna wrap up this episode now.
What team? Listen, this is important. This is what splits America.
Okay, this is serious. Mental health. I'm ready.
Toilet paper or a bidet?
Oh fuck. All right, it's funny you should mention this because actually I was watching Nets Declassified and they talked about this.
Really?
Yeah, the Nets Declassified podcast.
Okay. I thought they talked about it on the actual show.
No, this would have been like way before its time. They, that show was before bidets, I think.
Was it? Maybe in America.
I guess. I mean, that was like a 2007 show or something for kids,
I'm pretty sure in like Europe, bidets have been around for centuries. Yeah, I just Googled it. The history of bidet began in French craftsmen back in 1710.
The amount of useless information I have pertaining to this right now, relevant information, is a little weird because yesterday on Twitter I saw like people tweeting out something about searching out what German toilets used to look like or what they do look like, and they have different toilets. Well, no, here's the thing. Germans have like different types of toilets. Some that just catch your poop to like inspect it and like check out if everything's okay.
The toilet inspects it?
No. So like there's this like
the user is supposed to inspect their toilet.
Yeah, there's like this porcelain shelf and the water's all the way like in its own air. Like you have to push it down basically. And it's a whole thing.
So the poop just sits there?
Yeah, until a person like
flushes or something?
Well, no, they have to like I guess. Look, the tweet said that you had to like wipe down the walls and everything after each use. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, have you ever used one?
Yes.
Oh, did you like it?
So, I have mixed feelings.
Okay.
Because it does take like, there's different types of bidets. Some are warm, right? And I assume that feels
I've wondered
good.
about that.
And some of them have different pressure. Like the one I had was straight cold water, and then on
Okay.
top of that, it was either nothing came out or it was like full blown jet, like almost ripping your skin open
Yeah.
type power. And it was like, okay, well, that's too much. But I will say it does get you clean, but you also have to like wipe an extra time because now there's all that water down
water,
there. And,
yeah.
you got to dry up. But in terms of cleanliness, bidets are superior. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
Yeah.
On its declassified podcast or whatever, I think it was Ned or Devin Wertheiser. He mentioned like, yeah, there was this like one particular bidet I used once at someone's house, and like that was not comfortable. Like I guess the way he described it was that it was such a thin, like kind of sharp
It is sharp. Yeah.
shot of water. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't
I
a
think
full blast of water. It was just like really sharp and like kind of thin, you know, like a
just
thin
hurts.
beam
Yeah.
of water. Yeah.
Yeah. I see the idea of the perfect bidet in my head is like, you ever use a hose before with like no attachments on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good diameter and flow. Now,
And
if it was just
softness
warm,
to it.
yeah,
right.
if it was that and
Like,
warm,
you know,
like
if you just take the temperature of a water hose on a warm sunny day.
when you just turn it on
Yeah.
and that first bit comes out and it's warm, then the bidet would be the best. But
Okay.
a lot of these bidets are cheap. They come out and they laser beam your ass,
No
This
one
is-
likes getting their ass laser beamed.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
I've thought about buying one, but I'm like, there's no fucking way I would be happy with the first one I buy. Like, if I go down this rabbit hole and I buy a fucking bidet, I'm
gotta
gonna
be
have
good.
something I don't like, and then I'm gonna have to compare it to a different one and a different one. Before I know it, I'm gonna be the guy with like 10 fucking bidets in his closet. And like, how do you store that shit? What do you just give it to someone else? Like, here's my bidet. Here's my bidet hand me down.
Here's my bidet that I don't like.
How do you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the idea is do your research, and then just buy a good one in the first go.
No, this is like the worst. You know how you don't buy shoes online because you have to try them on?
Yeah.
Same fucking thing, but even worse. It's a
Yeah.
You can't return a bidet.
I mean,
Well,
I think you can.
You probably could through Amazon, but
Like I think if you just hook it up, you try it once. Like obviously, don't poop or anything. Just sit down, try it. That
Oh.
way, everything's clean.
right,
You know,
right.
and like you don't like it, just return it.
Well, how would you like take you? What you're gonna like determine the feel with your hand?
No, you're gonna try it on your.
Okay,
You're gonna get in there.
okay, just no poop.
Just no poop because
Okay.
man, I've seen bidets out there like they stick out a little too much and
Right, yeah, it's a whole.
They get a little
what kind
dirty,
of
you know?
toilet you got? It, bruh, is there's too much? It's too much work to go into this.
See,
Like,
the ultimate would be
I'm not gonna be happy.
you just get a Japanese toilet.
Do those have bidets?
Yeah, so there was you know how we've been seeing on TikTok those South Park episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was one about Japanese toilets and they were so good and Stan's dad bought it and he was trying to like revolutionize the town of South Park, trying to convince everybody a Japanese toilet is the way to go.
Yeah.
And then I think they like beat him up or they put him in a hospital I think cuz like there was a sub story about like the reason why America doesn't use bidets.
Yeah.
And it was because like the toilet paper industry would go under or something.
Oh.
So they were like Secret Service like trying to take him out and they're like don't you talk about bidets like that. And then Stan was like, oh, I realized my dad was just trying to help everybody. So he got up on the podium. He was like, the people
Yeah.
of South Park, bidets are the way to go. And then his dad came out and was like, Stan, we don't talk about this. Everyone, bidets are the worst thing ever known to man. Please continue using toilet paper. Thank you.
Oh man.
So after I saw that, I wrote it down. I was like, hey, we got to talk about that on the podcast. What if there's a Secret Service out there? Like,
Nah, I mean,
'cause-
I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly,
dude,
there's,
bidets,
like-
they're better, aren't they? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, I would assume so. Like, it's water. Like, you
This
know,
guy-
after someone told me, or I saw like in a Vine, it's like, I think it was this dude that's like, look, how you gonna compare? Like, if you like fell in grass and got poop on you, what would
Yeah,
you
I've
just
seen that
wipe
one.
it off with paper, or would you
Yeah.
use soap and water? And I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? Ever since that day, it's ever so often just come into my mind.
I think about that too. That same one, because it makes sense.
Exactly. And I have it in my back pocket too. I'm like, look, if somebody wants to say some shit, I'm gonna be like, all right. So if you get poop on you, I'm ready. I'm just.
You got that one loaded in the chamber.
You telling me you would just wipe with paper? You disgusting.
So did you have anything you wanted to bring up?
How about we just end it here? And next episode 3, Drake's gonna give us his opinion on bidets.
I can't wait. He seems like a bidet kind of guy.
He probably has a good one, like a nice.
He definitely got a Japanese toilet.
He has some expensive shit.
He did actually. He does. I heard it on the radio.
I remember. Like,
yeah,
wasn't who was it? Someone that paid like a shit ton of money for like a toilet, but it was a celebrity.
I think it was.
Was it Drake?
Drake bought DJ Khaled a very expensive.
That's
toilet.
what it was.
Yeah, for their new album together or whatever.
Yeah, what was that, like 2-3 years ago?
Maybe 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's actually the expert.
If I was a celebrity, DJ Khaled would be like the one person I would go out of my way to mess with.
Oh.
on the on the daily. Like he just, I think sometimes he doesn't even realize when people are making fun of him, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd really like to get DJ Khaled on the podcast and just open his mind, Just get in there, figure out what's going on.
Right.
Like, is it an act? Is that how he really is? Like,
sometimes I feel like it has to be.
Yeah, I think it's layered because
like you've seen,
like he really does believe in the best, and all that.
Right. Did you ever see his episode on Hot Ones?
No, I didn't.
Dude, he like quits like 2 wings in.
Really?
It's the most embarrassing, weird shit, and you almost think something has to be wrong. Like maybe somebody fucked up with the hot sauces, like. And he's so serious. It's so weird because he's like, nah, brother. Like, I'm not about to like hurt myself. And then Sean's like, but wouldn't you like be taking the L if you like quit like 3 wings in? He's like, nah. I would take the L if I like continue to hurt myself for views. But if that's what you do, that's fine, brother. Like, but I'm not about to hurt myself.
God put us on this planet to take care of our bodies.
So, like, for the remainder of the episode, Sean's just, like, continuously eating wings, asking DJ Khaled
episode
questions.
went on?
The episode went on.
I thought they just
but he just
canceled
didn't.
No,
he just didn't eat anything.
Did they give him, like, something on the side?
No, he just coped throughout the entire episode. He just sat there and thought, nah, you're crazy, brother. You're crazy. I wouldn't do that. Like, he's just coping the entire fucking episode. It's the best thing ever. Let's end this episode right now so we can watch it. Let's go watch it.